Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us. Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I just want to talk about this article here before I screen read it. And you guys know I've been doing this for years, and the reason why is because of this corrupt ass Nazi fucker, Charlotte County Sheriff Bill PRUMMELL, doesn't believe in you, the Constitution, or your rights, period. And this juvenile crime rates dropped. The schools here are like freaking jails. Before the shooting, they'd be like jails. The fences all the way around. They got a cop in school. Basically, everything here is illegal. It's insane. Our founding fathers would be shooting by now. The British police, back when we came to America, only did a couple things and we went nuts on them. They were illegally taxing us and doing a Fourth Amendment, writing up their own paperwork, coming in and taking over your house. And yet we let this shit happen. They're into schools, they're indoctrinating and propaganding the kids that everything's illegal. You better not fucking do that because we're gonna fuck you over. Basically, the schools are like a jail, so they'll go to jail and they'll think, well, God, I must be still in school. It's just like fucking. It's just like school, but it's not. It's jail. It's prison. It is nuts. The policing for profit here is out of control. The war on drugs is out of control. Period. The indoctrination and propaganda here is out of control. I've never ever seen indoctrination and propaganda like it is here. It is mind-blowing. It's in the schools, the Facebook page, videos. They're everywhere, saying that we are good, and they're not good. Abso-fucking-lutely not good. It is policing for profit, indoctrination and propaganda to the hilt. Hitler would be proud of this motherfucker right here. Wake the hell up, sheep. Everything is illegal, and you are not free. Give away all your freedoms, and you have no freedom. If you have to ask, you are not free.
Juvenile rates crime drop credit given to early intervention programs. By N. Easker, staff writer. In fiscal year 2012-13, juveniles in Charlotte County were charged with 806 crimes. But, by 2016-17, that number dropped to 468, according to data from the Department of Juvenile Justice. The 42% drop in juvenile delinquency is one officials can't quite explain, though they'll happily take credit. Hopefully it's just that we're doing a good job, and kids aren't committing as many crimes, said Sergeant Mike Marsh of the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office Juvenile Unit. During the same time in Sarasota County, juvenile crime dropped by 35%, from 1,115 offenses to 723. Throughout the state, there was a 24% decrease. Department of Juvenile Justice Communications Director Heather DiGiacomo said it's difficult to pinpoint one reason for the decline of juvenile delinquency, but one explanation is early intervention. One particularly successful initiative credited as one reason for the decline is the Civil Citation Program, which allows juvenile offenders to receive a civil citation for nonviolent misdemeanors, rather than a criminal charge. The children receive sanctions, but there's no permanent record, and they don't have to appear in court. They don't even have to tell anybody, because it's not a criminal charge, said Charlotte County Sheriff's Deputy Joella Moore, who works as a school resource officer at Neil Armstrong Elementary. It gives kids an opportunity to make a mistake, to learn from it, and then be able to be a positive, productive member of the community because they don't have this hanging over them for something they've done as a child. When civil citations were first introduced, they were available only to first-time offenders. More recently, the Florida legislature decided kids can receive up to 3 citations for 3 different crimes. A child could receive 1 citation for retail theft, followed by a citation for possession of a small amount of marijuana, followed by a citation for vandalism. From December 2016 to November 2017, civil citations were issued to 45% of eligible youth in Charlotte County, according to DJJ data. In Sarasota County, citations were issued to 66% of eligible youth. But Major Paul Richard, with the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, said DJJ's data is skewed to show whether the crime itself is eligible, not the individual child. A prior arrest in another jurisdiction would disqualify them. Another data discrepancy could occur if a child commits a felony and misdemeanor at the same time. Technically, the misdemeanor is an eligible offense, but the juvenile would be arrested for the felony charge. Our research shows closer to 100% of all eligible youth committing a first-time, non-serious misdemeanor receive a civil citation, Richard said. In Charlotte County, Juvenile Unit Corporal Joe Eilerman said sometimes eligible youth choose not to participate in the program. To receive a citation, the youth must admit to what they've done and cooperate along with their parents. Sometimes kids won't agree, or the parents don't want their child talking to police without a lawyer. DJJ data for Charlotte County shows a wide divide between the Punta Gorda Police Department, which issued citations to only 29% of eligible youth from December 2016 to November 2017, while CCSO issued citations to 49%. Under previous leadership, PGPD had a zero-tolerance philosophy when it came to research, and data shows that intervening early and addressing challenges that a youth may be facing results in better outcomes and keeps youth from delving further into the juvenile justice system. DiGiacomo said, "The best prevention is really to educate the kids." Deputy Joella Moore. Bottom line: juvenile crime numbers in Charlotte and Sarasota counties are on a downward trend, partly due to programs that offer alternatives to being charged with a crime and put into the Department of Juvenile Justice system. Juvenile drug offenses, meaning a minor drug offense at Charlotte High School would result in a physical arrest, while the same drug offense at Port Charlotte High School typically ended in a civil citation. Police Chief Pamela Davis recently changed that policy, allowing officers to use discretion and make common-sense decisions regarding enforcing minor drug offenses. Public Information Officer Dylan Wren said the police administration unanimously agreed on the policy change. "This allows us to be more consistent with the other schools in Charlotte County, and we think that it is just good practice," he said. Both agencies expect civil citation numbers to continue increasing and said kids who are issued a citation rarely reoffend. "The civil citation is definitely being used more, because it's not a brand new program to us," Eilerman said. "We have started to use it, and we're seeing the success in that, whereas when it was brand new, we had nothing to compare it to," Something else law enforcement believes has led to lower crime is the School Resource Officer Program. By building positive relationships with children at an early age, they hope to stave off behavior problems before they rise to a criminal level. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office has a full-time school resource officer assigned to every school in the county. The SROs teach a curriculum with topics ranging from bike safety and internet safety to drug awareness, drinking and driving, and juvenile laws. The presentations are geared toward the students' grade level. The best prevention is really to educate the kids, Moore said. We will have no one selling drugs if we have no one who wants to purchase them. That's how you reduce it. If you have kids that have that strong sense of community and support and volunteerism, taking care of each other, it does carry over. Moore helped create the SRO curriculum and said much of what used to be covered in high school is now covered in middle school, while former middle school material has been moved back to elementary. We start the juvenile laws in 4th grade so the kids are kind of aware that as they get older, instead of just getting suspended from school or having an SRO try to mentor them and get them to understand, they can end up going to jail, Moore said. In high school, the curriculum gets even more specific, delving into drugs and drinking and driving. Dab oil is a felony, Moore said. If you have marijuana brownies, it's not the same as regular marijuana. You have a marijuana brownie, it is now a felony. Those type of things are really important for juveniles to understand because a lot of them don't know. Then it's something they've at least been aware of, and they've made that choice. SCSO has a school resource deputy at every middle and high school in the unincorporated county, though it does not have a full-time deputy for each elementary school. Still, the deputies form strong connections with students, Major Richard said. Those deputies are very passionate about what they do, said Major Paul Richard, Law Enforcement Division Commander. They formed invaluable relationships with the schools, teachers, and all the children who attend the schools in Sarasota County. Email, aeasker@sun-herald.com.
everybody. This is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.